2025 will go down as a significant year for the Proteas, as well as their captain Temba Bavuma. This after they ended a 27-year drought by beating Australia by 5 wickets in the final of the ICC World Test Champions at Lord's in June. Following this impressive feat of returning with the Mace, Newzroom Afrika's reporter Yolulwe Qoshe spoke to two of Bavuma's childhood best friends to get to know more about the diminutive batter and leader off the field.
Born and raised in the Langa township of Cape Town, Proteas captain Temba Bavuma left his comfort zone at the age of 15 in search for greener pastures. That search would take him and his family to Johannesburg, where he was enrolled into St. David's Mace in Inanda. In his search for his pot of gold, he met his now best friend Tyson Sithole.
I think the friendship definitely developed over time. I think in my case, I think Temba was definitely an acquired taste. I don't think we hit it off on day one, but I think as we spent more and more time, I think there were certain things we just had in common, and therefore the friendship grew as a result of, I guess, just common interests, common desires, and common long-term objectives. And we've just managed to hold on to that friendship over the last 20 years.
Sithole also reveals what type of scholar Bavuma was during his high school years.
Temba was definitely one of the guys who, as we all know, he was obviously quite diligent on the sports field, but surprisingly also very diligent in the classroom. Always had great banter. Always one of those guys in the background. Quite strong academically, actually. Also just the guys, right? Just generally mates with most people, and I think we all knew, I suppose, his dreams and desires on the cricket field, but he also did exceptionally well in the classroom.
Several years later, a full 360 moment took place for Bavuma. Earlier in 2025, St. David's Inanda would honor him by naming their first team cricket field after him. Just like their days as scholars, Sithole was by Bavuma's side and shared the occasion with him.
I think that was definitely a seminal moment in the school's history and in Temba's career. Having the main cricket oval, which was previously the McGregor Oval, that being renamed the Temba Bavuma Oval. And I think for me it speaks volumes of Temba, not just as a cricketer, but as a well-rounded individual. As you'll know, Temba obviously has a foundation, and the foundation is closely linked with St. David's. So I think for me, that moment where the oval was renamed the Temba Bavuma Oval, momentous occasion, and obviously well deserved for Temba, and I think it just speaks to his long-lasting legacy on and off the field. But obviously the big focus in terms of the cricket oval is obviously his cricketing prowess.
Since the beginning of his international career, Bavuma has been under a lot of scrutiny and has faced more than his fair share of criticism. Sithole says throughout the noise, Temba has always managed to stay level-headed.
I think with all the trials and tribulations, one thing that I've noticed about Temba is Temba keeps the main thing the main thing. Temba doesn't let distractions get in the way. Temba puts his head down and just focuses on the cricket, and I think that's what he's been doing for the past 10 years. So wherever there has been criticism, I think Temba's just taken it in his stride, but really focusing on improving his game and improving his leadership.
Bavuma's bond with his best friend Sithole is also evident in the trust he shows in him. Temba allows Tyson to be very hands-on as they work together within the Temba Bavuma Foundation. Sithole says the foundation was Bavuma's idea of cementing his legacy beyond the cricket pitch.
Really, the foundation was set up to be a catalyst for positive social impact. And ever since then, we've done exactly that, right, in terms of having a positive impact in society across multiple verticals within society. So what the foundation really seeks to do is to be an agent for positive social impact. We focus on cricketing development in the township. We also focus on providing students with access to quality education. We have strategic partnerships with St. David's Mace in Inanda, our alma mater, St. John's College, Bishops, St. Stephen's College, and Pretoria Boys High. The foundation has also adopted a pillar that really seeks to focus on empowering women who've been abused, and also women who are victims of gender-based violence. I think, the one thing I've noticed, I guess, in Temba's evolution and the way Temba thinks about the foundation is we're always looking to find new ways of continuing to broaden our impact beyond our immediate circles, which obviously really speaks to Temba wanting to be somebody who's known or remembered beyond the cricket pitch.
Before Bavuma arrived in Johannesburg, the bulk of his childhood memories came from his time in the township of Langa in Cape Town. His childhood best friend and former opening partner Andile Gladile reveals what set the diminutive batter apart.
If basically says you practice, what time we figure hour before as pushing the petition, like a petition, be open from so cool. Now the petition so too, but you go from there. Temba man, any patience, man, any patience can cool them shit. Now like him not after everybody 119, I am born by we are good to shit. But they kindly
He also named some influential people who shielded and shaped the player and human being Bavuma is today.
When I'm those, I think was 7 seconds calling Tema, I think Malume Mark. No, Tachun, yeah, Tachun, why send our Tema every time. If it shows that, even the parents are with him. That's why I do Tema, when it discipline, Mango, like Coquabo, Benzilla, everything. If you tell me, say, school in a challenge, being a character, I will school in a Puma, Salana, Vandana, what to it. We are just schooling a figures as valid.
Gladile then laws Bavuma for not forgetting the people of Langa and surrounding townships after his career took off.
After I was a little Proteas, can't I live like a cup? Pele vula mase foundation yake from a foundation yake abemane thumelizi no phawalanga like not kwalanga only na like that's why it Cape Town like ebe wena eKhayelitsha na kwalanga na laseGugulethu njalo njalo like ebebonisa nayo ba like eba appreciate abantu like abantu bebe aba like thina abantu bebe support.
Judging from the voices of his two best friends, Bavuma seems to value family, friends, while also being a level-headed individual who doesn't allow the outside world to interfere with his thought process. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I am Yolulwe Qoshe in Johannesburg.